Hey guys, I'm Aristotle and welcome to my channel. We're taking you through Barcelona, one of the most beautiful and vibrant cities in the world. From mind-blowing architecture to unforgettable food experiences, this journey is all about discovering what makes each moment truly special. We wander through charming streets, ride above the city for panoramic views, and watch the sun set from breathtaking rooftops. We dive into modern creativity, soak in history, and experience the soul of the local culture through art, design, and flavor. This isn't just travel, it's beauty, discovery, and adventure, seen through our eyes and shared with you. So, if you love amazing places, good vibes, and real experiences, don't forget to like, subscribe, and come along for the journey. Let's discover the world, one story at a time. Our first stop in Barcelona is Park Güell, and from the moment we step inside, it feels like entering a dream world. Each step deeper into the park brings us closer to Gaudí's architectural genius. These aren't just beautiful designs, they are mind-blowing creations that make us see art, nature, and function in a whole new way. And then comes the grand entrance of the park, the monumental staircase. Climbing those steps feels like ascending into a different world. Right in the middle is El Drac, the iconic mosaic dragon. Seeing it up close with its vibrant tiles and water trickling below is something we'll never forget. Each level of the staircase offers more surprises, symbols, curves, and creativity in every inch. Just below is the incredible hypostyle hall, a forest of stone columns that looks like something out of ancient mythology. Inside, it's calm and cool. The ceiling above is decorated with colorful circular mosaics that sparkle in the light. Learning that this space was once meant to be a market, and that rainwater from above is cleverly channeled through the columns into an underground reservoir, leaves us amazed at how thoughtfully every detail is designed. Eventually, we reach the massive open area known as the Greek Theatre, or Nature Square. Sitting on the iconic serpentine bench, wrapped in colorful broken tile mosaics, we feel completely at peace. The curves of the bench hug the body in such a natural way, and from that spot, the view of Barcelona and the sea is absolutely unforgettable. It feels like we're on a stage, with the entire city as the backdrop. As we make our way through the paths, we come across the three viaducts, elevated stone walkways that seem to grow straight out of the hillside. Walking along them feels like moving through a forest built from stone. The columns aren't stiff or symmetrical. They tilt and twist like tree trunks, completely in sync with the surrounding nature. What amazes us most is how Gaudí makes these paths not just practical, but part of the landscape itself. We pause often, just to soak in the peaceful views and quiet elegance. Exploring Park Güell isn't just about admiring architecture, it's about experiencing it, feeling how every structure is alive with emotion, movement, and meaning. Gaudí doesn't just design buildings, he crafts a world where nature, imagination, and beauty exist as one. We leave inspired, in awe, and filled with a whole new appreciation for what art can be when it comes straight from the soul. One of the most unforgettable moments during my time in Barcelona is stepping into Casa Vicens, Gaudí's very first masterpiece. Tucked away in the charming Gracia neighborhood, this house doesn't just whisper history, it bursts with color, creativity, and bold imagination. Before Gaudí became world famous, before the Sagrada Familia or Park Güell, this is where it all began. And honestly, I was blown away. As I approached the house, I felt like I was staring at something out of a dream. The facade was wild and beautiful, covered in green and white checkerboard tiles, bright floral ceramics, and Moorish-inspired arches. It didn't look like anything I had ever seen before. It was daring, playful, and full of energy. Even from the outside, I could tell Gaudí was doing something no one else dared to try. It was clear, this was the beginning of a creative revolution. Walking inside, I was immediately transported. Every single room had a personality. Ceilings looked like palm leaves swaying overhead. Walls were covered in hand-painted flowers and nature-inspired designs. Even the furniture and tiny details, like doorknobs and lighting, were little pieces of art. I couldn't stop turning my head in every direction, soaking it all in. It was like walking through the imagination of a genius in his early days, before the world knew his name. One of my favorite parts was stepping into the tranquil garden courtyard. Gaudí designed it to reflect the natural surroundings, and it felt like the house was breathing with life. Then I made my way up to the rooftop, and wow, it was incredible. The quirky chimneys, the sunlight, the view over the Gracia rooftops, I felt like I had just uncovered a secret side of Barcelona. And in that moment, I could see the seeds of the bold architect Gaudí would become. Casa Vicens isn't as crowded as his other works, and that made it even more special. It felt intimate, personal, like I was walking through a sketchbook that had come to life. The energy, the colors, the shapes, it all made sense once I was there. Gaudí didn't just design a house, he told a story, one that still speaks loudly over a century later. If you're in Barcelona and want to see where Gaudí's magic truly began, Casa Vicens is the place to go. It's bold, beautiful, and completely unforgettable. While exploring Barcelona, it's time for us to eat, and we stumble upon a little tapas bar called La Plata. It instantly becomes one of our favorite food spots in the city. Open since 1945, this place is all about simplicity and bold, authentic flavor. The menu is tiny, just a few dishes, but each one is done to absolute perfection. We try the crispy fried anchovies and the fresh tomato and onion salad, and honestly, every bite is incredible. The anchovies are perfectly golden and crisp, the salad is fresh and full of flavor, and everything tastes so pure and real. It's some of the best, most honest food we've had in Barcelona. The bar is small, lively, and packed with locals. We stand at the counter with glasses of vermouth in hand, soaking in the vintage atmosphere and the buzz of conversation around us. Now we move on to one of the most unforgettable, soul-soothing, and magical experiences we've had in Barcelona, the sunset sail with live music by Aperol. It's a breathtaking way for us to end the day, gliding over the sparkling Mediterranean Sea on a beautifully restored classic wooden sailboat, with live acoustic music playing and a refreshing Aperol spritz in hand. As the boat gently pulls away from the port, the buzzing city sounds slowly fade behind us. We find ourselves surrounded by the calm, open sea and the gentle rhythm of the waves. The boat is absolutely charming, with its polished wood, nautical charm, and inviting corners to relax. As the sun dips toward the horizon, the sky transforms into a vibrant painting of gold, peach, and rose. In the distance, the Barcelona skyline glows softly, giving us a view that feels almost dreamlike. The live music is the heart of the evening, smooth, soulful, and perfectly paired with the mood of the setting sun. With the cool sea breeze brushing against our skin and the chilled spritz in hand, we feel completely in the moment. The atmosphere is intimate, relaxed, and full of joy. People sway gently to the music, smile under the golden light, and share in this peaceful escape. Whether we're traveling as a couple, with friends, or part of a small group, the Barcelona sunset sail with live music by Aperol is truly a magical experience. It's not just a boat ride, it's a sensory journey where the sea, music, light, and skyline come together in the most breathtaking way. This sunset will stay with us, a golden memory of why we fell in love with Barcelona. Now we are heading to Port Vell, one of Barcelona's most scenic and lively waterfront spots. Once an old industrial harbor, it's now a vibrant place full of luxury yachts, ocean views, and relaxed seaside vibes. We stroll along the La Rambla del Mar footbridge, which leads us to Maremagnum, a modern shopping and dining hub right on the water. Nearby, the Columbus Monument stands tall. Whether we're catching some sun, grabbing tapas, or just enjoying the breeze, Port Vell is a peaceful coastal escape that shows off Barcelona's Mediterranean charm at its best. Now we are here at one of the mind-blowing houses in Barcelona, Casa Batlló. This architectural gem was originally built in 1877, but it wasn't until 1904 that it was completely transformed into a masterpiece by the legendary Antoni Gaudí. Commissioned by wealthy textile businessman Josep Batlló, Gaudí took what was a fairly ordinary house and reimagined it into one of the most fantastical and iconic buildings in all of Barcelona. The main staircase immediately grabs our attention. It's crafted from carved oak with a handrail that looks like the spine of a giant marine creature, perhaps a dragon or a sea serpent. It sets the tone for what's to come, a home where there are no straight lines, only flowing, natural forms. The noble floor, once the Batlló family's residence, is the heart of the house. Light floods into the space through large stained glass windows made up of circular colored discs, creating a mosaic of blues and greens that mimic sunlight reflecting on water. The wooden doors and built-in furniture are curved and seamless, blending into the walls like they've grown there. One of the most breathtaking spaces is the main living room, with its undulating ceiling, often compared to the surface of a calm sea, and a massive central window that opens onto Passeig de Gràcia. Gaudí designed the glass panels and shapes to let in light in a way that changes throughout the day, giving the room a living, breathing quality. Just beyond the living room, we step into the inner courtyard, a vertical core of the house that Gaudí transformed into a stunning, light-filled oasis. He covered the walls with ceramic tiles in gradients of blue, from deep navy at the top to soft sky blue at the bottom. This color gradient helps distribute light evenly throughout the home. The result is a calm, glowing vertical space that feels almost like being inside a glassy, sunlit well. Connected to this serene courtyard is the bedroom, a more intimate yet equally imaginative space. The design continues Gaudí's obsession with nature and flow. The walls curve softly, creating a cozy, nest-like atmosphere. Natural light filters in gently through the courtyard windows, creating a warm, tranquil vibe. The furniture is simple but elegant, blending perfectly with the organic shapes of the room. Even the ceiling has subtle waves, as if echoing the movement of air or water. It's a space meant to calm the mind and cradle the senses, a quiet contrast to the more vibrant public areas of the house. As we move through the house, we pass the light well, one of Gaudí's smartest features. It's lined with ceramic tiles in varying shades of blue, darker at the top, lighter toward the bottom, to create a visual balance of light. Windows and glass doors are strategically placed to allow natural light to flow evenly through the house, creating a sense of openness and connection. Now we are on the way to the rooftop. We reach the rooftop terrace, one of the most iconic parts of Casa Batlló. The rooftop is a fantastical landscape filled with curving chimneys and ventilation towers covered in bright, colorful ceramic tiles. The centerpiece is the dragon's back, a large, scaly ridge of iridescent tiles that curves like the spine of a mythical creature, evoking the legend of St. George and the dragon, a beloved Catalan symbol. The vibrant colors shift beautifully in the sunlight, making it feel alive and magical. From this vantage point, we also get stunning panoramic views over the rooftops of Barcelona. The rooftop perfectly caps off the entire experience, a whimsical artistic crown on Gaudí's masterpiece. At the end of our visit to Casa Batlló, we step into the Gaudí Cube, a fully immersive digital room that surrounds us with vibrant, moving art inspired by Gaudí's imagination. Created by artist Rafik Anadol, the cube uses AI and 360-degree projections to bring Gaudí's world of nature, color, and creativity to life. It's a stunning, modern tribute that leaves us amazed and inspired. Our next stop is La Pedrera, also known as Casa Milà, one of Antoni Gaudí's most iconic and imaginative masterpieces in Barcelona. Built between 1906 and 1912, it was commissioned by Pere Milà and his wife Roser Seguimon, who dreamed of a bold and luxurious residence on the elegant Passeig de Gràcia. Gaudí brought their vision to life with a design so unique that locals began calling it La Pedrera, or the Stone Quarry, because of its rugged, wave-like exterior. Inside, Gaudí's genius continues to amaze us. He designed everything with fluid, organic shapes. There are no straight lines, only graceful curves that mimic waves, caves, and wind-carved stone. The airy courtyards fill the building with natural light, making it feel both bright and peaceful. Every detail, from the elegantly twisted railings to the beautifully crafted wooden doors, reflects Gaudí's masterful attention to form and function. Then we make our way to the extraordinary rooftop, an experience that feels straight out of a dream. We're surrounded by a surreal landscape of fantastical chimneys and twisted towers, often nicknamed stone warriors for their powerful sculptural presence. Covered in shimmering mosaics and bold curves, they turn this rooftop into a magical open-air gallery. And from up here, the panoramic views of Barcelona are absolutely unforgettable. One of the most special moments is spotting the Sagrada Familia rising in the distance, another of Gaudí's legendary works still under construction today. Seeing it from La Pedrera ties the journey together and reminds us of Gaudí's lasting legacy across the city. Today, La Pedrera is not just a home. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a cultural landmark, and a glowing tribute to Gaudí's fearless creativity. Walking through this architectural wonder, we're reminded of how he redefined what a building could be: functional, artistic, and completely alive. Our food adventure in Barcelona wouldn't be complete without stopping at the legendary Quimet Quimet. Tucked away in the Poble Sec neighborhood, this tiny, standing room only tapas bar has been serving locals and food lovers for over a century, since 1914. As we step inside, we're surrounded by floor-to-ceiling shelves of wines, vermouths, and preserves, giving it a cozy, authentic charm. There are no seats, but that doesn't stop the crowd. The atmosphere is lively and intimate, filled with the scent of cured meats, cheeses, and perfectly aged seafood. We actually ate here twice during our stay, because honestly, it was the best food we had in Barcelona. One of the things that made the experience even more special was being able to watch the chefs prepare each dish right in front of us. Every plate was made with care, using top-quality ingredients, and bursting with bold, unforgettable flavors. Paired with a glass of their house vermouth, it was simply perfect. It's easy to see why Quimet Quimet remains a beloved local institution, a must-visit for anyone looking to taste the true heart of Barcelona through unforgettable food. Now we are on the way to Torre Glòries, one of Barcelona's most futuristic landmarks. Designed by Jean Nouvel and completed in 2005, this 144-meter tower stands out with its smooth, bullet-like shape and shimmering glass facade. Inspired by nature and Gaudí's organic style, it reflects the city's light by day and lights up with 4,500 colorful LEDs at night. We head up to the Mirador Torre Glòries on the 30th floor for breathtaking 360-degree views of the city, including the Sagrada Familia and the sea. Inside, the Hyperview exhibition and the Suspended Cloud City's sculpture blend art, technology, and science in a stunning, immersive way. It's a perfect mix of modern design, innovation, and panoramic beauty, and one of the coolest experiences in Barcelona. Now we're heading up Montjuïc Hill aboard the Montjuïc cable car, and the experience is absolutely magical. As soon as the cabin lifts off the ground, we're greeted with breathtaking panoramic views of Barcelona. The city slowly unfolds beneath us, the rooftops, the sea, the iconic Sagrada Familia in the distance, and even the Olympic Stadium. Floating gently above the treetops, we feel completely at peace, like we're gliding through the sky. The ride is smooth, quiet, and surprisingly relaxing. The glass cabins give us uninterrupted views in every direction, and the higher we go, the more spectacular the scenery becomes. By the time we reach the top at Montjuïc Castle, we're already blown away by the beauty of it all. It's not just a cable car ride, it's a calm, scenic escape that lets you see Barcelona from a whole new perspective. As we arrive at the top of Montjuïc Hill, the outside of Montjuïc Castle instantly impresses us. The stone fortress looks grand and historic, with sweeping views of Barcelona and the sea all around. We walk along the outer walls and spot the massive cannon still pointed out toward the coast, a powerful reminder of the castle's military past. Surrounded by peaceful gardens, fresh air, and scenic photo spots, it's a beautiful and memorable stop even without going inside. As we make our way up to the Museu Nacional d'Art de Catalunya, the first thing that takes our breath away is the building itself. A majestic palace perched on Montjuïc Hill, with grand steps and one of the best panoramic views of Barcelona. Even before stepping inside, the experience already feels magical. Inside, we discover a beautiful balcony overlooking the city. The view from here is just as stunning, and the museum's grand architecture. It's the perfect spot to pause, take in the moment, and admire Barcelona from above. The atmosphere around the museum is calm and inspiring. The architecture is stunning, with towering domes, detailed facades, and wide open spaces that make you feel like you've stepped into something regal. Whether you're here for the art or just taking in the surroundings, this spot offers a perfect blend of beauty, history, and unforgettable views. Now we're exploring Poble Espanyol, and it honestly feels like we've stepped into a miniature version of Spain. Built for the 1929 International Exhibition, this open-air architectural museum brings together over 100 buildings, streets, and plazas from different regions of Spain, all recreated in one charming village. As we wander through, we see everything from Andalusian-style whitewashed houses to Catalan mansions and stone streets from Castilla. It's not just beautiful, it's fun and interactive too. The whole place is colorful, vibrant, and full of culture. Whether we're snapping photos, shopping for handmade souvenirs, or tasting traditional Spanish food in a quiet plaza, the experience is immersive and really gives us a feel of Spain's rich regional diversity, all in one stop. Now we are going to a hidden gem at Salt's Terrassa bar, and the atmosphere is simply magical. Tucked above the Olympic swimming pools on Montjuïc Hill, this spot offers some of the most stunning views over Barcelona and the sea. The city glows in golden light as the sky shifts to shades of orange and pink. We find a spot on the terrace, take a deep breath, and just enjoy the moment. The mood is relaxed yet full of life, music playing softly, conversations flowing around us. As the sun dips below the horizon, the Barcelona city lights slowly begin to sparkle, adding the perfect final touch to this unforgettable view. It's time for us to get some vermouth, and we've found the perfect spot, Morro Fi, tucked away in Example. It quickly became one of our favorite finds in Barcelona. It's a small, lively vermouth bar that feels totally local. No frills, just good vibes and amazing flavors. What really stood out was their house-made vermouth, served cold and perfectly balanced. Their signature chips topped with anchovies and olives were so unique and delicious, every bite packed a punch. The place has this cool, laid-back energy, like a spot you'd only know about if a local told you. It's the kind of place that captures the essence of Barcelona's aperitivo culture, relaxed, flavorful, and unforgettable. Now we're standing in front of the Arc de Triomphe, one of Barcelona's most iconic landmarks. Built in 1888 for the Universal Exhibition, this massive red brick arch was designed as a symbol of progress, not military victory. Its unique neo-mudéjar style makes it stand out instantly, with bold details and rich color that catch the sunlight beautifully. As we walk underneath, we notice intricate carvings and sculptures that celebrate Barcelona's achievements in science, art, and culture. Above, the city's crest sits proudly among coats of arms from across Spain. It's not just a monument, it feels like a vibrant gathering place connecting the city's past and future. A perfect stop for a stroll, a few photos, and just taking in that authentic Barcelona atmosphere. Now we are walking on the way to Palau de la Música Catalana, and it's a great experience on the streets of Barcelona. The energy, the architecture, and the rhythm of the city make every step exciting. Now we arrived at the Palau de la Música Catalana. From the outside, we're instantly drawn in by the explosion of color and detail. Mosaics, sculptures, and floral designs that turn the building into a piece of art. As soon as we enter the concert hall, we're completely blown away. The space is bathed in natural light pouring through a massive stained glass skylight, and every inch of the room is covered in rich ornamentation. Sculptures, stained glass, carved stone, and intricate tile work. It's more than just a venue. It feels like a celebration of music and creativity frozen in architecture. Climbing the grand marble staircase is a moment in itself. The banisters are decorated with elegant floral motifs, and the surrounding stained glass windows add splashes of color with every step. It's one of those places where you have to stop, look around, and take it all in. Every corner is a masterpiece. We step out onto the balcony, and it's like entering another world. Columns wrapped in colorful ceramic tiles line the space, each one different, creating a vibrant forest of art. The details are so delicate yet bold, with floral patterns and curves that make the entire balcony feel alive. From here, we get a view of the lively street below, while being surrounded by one of the most unique architectural spaces we've ever seen. We learned that this stunning building was completed in 1908, designed by architect Luis Domènech born Montaner as a home for the Orfeo Català Choral Society. It was meant to be a temple of music during a time of Catalan cultural revival. The innovation behind it was just as impressive. The use of steel and glass was ahead of its time and allows the entire space to feel airy and alive. This place is more than a landmark. It's an experience that touches all the senses. If you're ever in Barcelona, don't miss this. The Palau de la Música Catalana is one of those places that stays with you long after you leave. After Palau de la Música Catalana, we move on to the Recinte Modernista de Sant Pau. And honestly, it feels like stepping into a secret garden of architecture and history. This place used to be a hospital, but it looks more like an open-air museum or a fairy tale village. Designed by Luis Domènech i Montaner, it's one of the most beautiful examples of Catalan Art Nouveau, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site for a reason. Walking through the grounds is peaceful and inspiring. Each building is rich with detail, colorful tiles, stained glass, intricate brickwork, and artistic sculptures everywhere you look. The layout feels intentional, almost like it was made to promote healing through beauty and nature. As we stroll between pavilions, surrounded by orange trees and quiet courtyards, we can really feel the calm energy of the space. Inside the main building, the administration pavilion, we're amazed by the architecture. High ceilings, mosaic walls, and arched windows that flood the space with light. We even get a view of the Sagrada Familia from the balcony, which feels like a special surprise tying two masterpieces of modernism together. This wasn't just a stop, it was an experience. It's peaceful, not crowded, and gives you a deeper appreciation for how art and architecture once played a role in healing. If you want something a little different in Barcelona, something truly breathtaking but quieter, Sant Pau is that hidden gem. We stopped our evening adventure to have dinner at Denassus, a cozy and stylish spot in Poble Espanyol known for its natural wines and creative small plates. We're seated outside, enjoying the lively neighborhood vibe as we sip on wine and savor some truly amazing food. Every dish is packed with flavor, beautifully prepared, and bursting with personality. Every bite is unforgettable. It's honestly one of the best food experiences we've had here in Barcelona. We make our way to Mercat de la Boqueria, one of the most iconic and vibrant markets in Barcelona. As soon as we step inside, we're hit with a wave of color, sound, and delicious smells. It's an explosion of life packed into one bustling space just off La Rambla. The stalls are overflowing with fresh produce, seafood, meats, cheeses, spices, and sweets. Everywhere we look, there's something tempting. Bright fruits stacked like art, glistening cuts of jamón ibérico, and local vendors offering samples with a smile. It's a paradise for food lovers. Walking on the way to the Cathedral of Barcelona, we take our time and stop along the way to explore the Gothic Quarter. The narrow, winding streets, old stone buildings, and hidden courtyards make this part of the city feel like a step back in time. It's peaceful, atmospheric, and full of charm. Every corner has its own story. Then we arrive at the Cathedral of Barcelona, and even from the outside, it completely takes our breath away. Standing tall in the heart of the Gothic Quarter, this magnificent structure dominates the square with its towering spires, intricate carvings, and massive stone facade. The detailed Gothic architecture is stunning. Pointed arches, statues of saints, and gargoyles peeking from the walls. The main entrance is grand and dramatic, with beautifully carved wooden doors and a wide staircase leading up to it. Just standing here, looking up at its height and detail, feels surreal. Right next is Moco Museum, tucked inside a stunning 16th century palace in the Gothic Quarter, and from the moment we step inside, it feels like we've entered a bold, colorful playground for modern art lovers. The contrast between the historic architecture and the edgy contemporary art is striking. As we walk through the first rooms, we're immediately drawn in by the creativity on display. The artworks are vibrant, thought-provoking, and beautifully curated. Every piece feels unique and expressive. It feels more like a vibrant studio than a traditional gallery. Every corner surprises us. One moment we're staring at a powerful mural, the next we're inside an immersive digital room filled with lights and mirrors. The energy is fun, fresh, and completely unexpected. We stop often to just take it all in, or snap a few photos because honestly, the entire museum is Instagram worthy. Now, we are here at the most mind-blowing architecture in the world, La Basílica de la Sagrada Familia. The moment we lay eyes on it, we're in complete awe. No photo or video truly prepares you for how massive and intricate this masterpiece is. The soaring spires, the detailed facades, every inch of the structure feels alive with meaning and artistry. Gaudí's vision is everywhere, from the natural forms in the architecture to the way light and color flow through the entire space. Stepping inside feels like walking into a sacred forest made of stone. Towering columns branch out like trees, and the sunlight pouring through the stained glass windows fills the interior with a magical, glowing spectrum of colors. Every detail is intentional, from the shapes of the arches to the symbolism carved into the walls. Then we take the tower tour, and it completely changes the way we see the basilica. The elevator brings us up one of the towers, and once we step out, we're greeted with breathtaking panoramic views of Barcelona, the Example Grid, the Mediterranean Sea, Montjuïc Hill, and even the distant outline of Tibidabo. It's like looking out over the entire soul of the city. Up close, we get to admire the tower's details. Colorful ceramic tiles topping the pinnacles, sparkling in the sunlight, and intricate stone carvings that most people never see from below. Everything is textured and symbolic, filled with meaning. Gaudí didn't just design a building, he designed a story. As we walk down the spiral staircase inside the tower, the narrow windows give us quiet glimpses of the basilica's outer structure, like secret views into another world. It's peaceful, surreal, and humbling. Visiting La Sagrada Familia, especially with the tower tour, isn't just sightseeing, it's a deep, emotional, and unforgettable experience. It's a masterpiece that continues to grow, and being here in person feels like stepping inside a living dream. That's it from Barcelona. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.